Hi everyone, I'm David. I'm a wedding and portrait photographer from here in Melbourne, Australia. What I wanted to talk to you today is about how we go about shooting the details in a wedding. As you can see, this is in the Palladium in Crown, and basically what we'll do when we first walk into the area is to look at how the lighting is in the whole room. I then take an ambient exposure and shoot from there. I have asked if they can put the white lights on so we can get some more detailed shots, so hopefully that'll be happening fairly soon. But what we'll do is we'll walk around and I'll show you how we photograph some of the details. So we'll see what you think when we look at those. Okay, so what I'd like to do is I look at all the details that are on the table, and basically I'd like to try and capture the whole thing, you know, because the more images that you give the bride and groom, the better it actually is. So what I'll start to do is, now I'm not using flash because I'm using the a7II, and I've got the 35 1.4 because I like to shoot really low in the aperture, so I'm on 1.4. And basically the white balance is just on auto because this is quite white light now. So I'm just going to move around the table and capture as many of these details as I possibly can. And once later on, what we'll probably tend to do is grab some of the lights too. So once the ambient light goes down a little bit deeper, we'll grab some of those as well. So I'm going to try and grab the glass. Now, as an overall room look, what I'm going to do is, if I look at it, I'm on, this is actually quite dark, so it's a lot darker than it'll appear on the video. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, I want to shoot around about f2.8 if I can. So I'm on f2.8. And my ISO, I want to also make sure that the shutter speed is high enough that I'm not going to get any movement, so it's nice and steady. So I'm going to do 1/25th of a second, and my ISO to get a nice ambient exposure is 640. Now that on this camera will be fine. So I'll just shoot around and take some of those shots. So that's basically what I do when I'm looking at it. As the light changes later on, these lights will dim down. I'll start to get the little flame reflectors and stuff like that. Okay, so with the cake, they've actually put a spotlight on it, so I don't have to worry about lighting that up with my Neo rotor light or the ice light. So again, what I'll do is I'm looking for an ambient exposure. I don't want to go below 1/25th of a second. So if I look at it, I can run down to about f3.2, gives me a good exposure on that, and I'm on ISO 640. We can have a look at these results. Beautiful.